Let's go ahead and start this tip with a little shot. We're going to play up towards the back red flag there. I've got myself a 9-iron, little bump and runner, and just try and run it up the hill there towards that flag. And I've actually hit that shot really quite nicely. It's rolled up there, but now look what it does. It just wanders off and breaks quite a long way to the right hand side. Now I think I've hit a decent shot there, but I've left myself around about 6 or 7 feet to the right of the flag. And what happened there is I lined up to hit that ball perfectly straight towards the hole. Now do you know what would happen if I was there using a putter? I would have probably read the surface, wouldn't I? Most people, when they've got the putter out, would be giving it one of these, getting down low, looking at the surface, and maybe even having a wander up towards that flag. And they would have noticed that certainly towards the top end of that green, it really slopes quite aggressively from left to right. I can roll the ball up this left-hand side, and as long as it goes slow enough, I've overhit it slightly, but now you see it coming back in towards the flag. So I can see there's a slope within that green. And if I was putting, I would probably allow for that and I would see that ball curving. But for some reason, most people when they're chipping forget that this ball rolls on the green 90% of the way like a putt. But they just aim straight at it, line up straight at it, hit what they think is a good shot, and then suddenly it catches the break and curves away. Now this green isn't massively dramatic. You can imagine some greens where it really slopes, or particularly if it slopes away from you or it slopes towards you and you don't allow for the green there as well. So think back to one of my favourite ever golf shots, Tiger Woods at the Masters on the 16th, gone long left, chips back on. He chips it about 18 foot left of the flag, stops it on the very famous bank on the 16th, and then it rolls all the way back down to the hole. I want you to picture that shot in your mind every time you're chipping from off the green, because we know if Tiger had chipped that ball straight to the hole, it wouldn't be so famous because it would have just broke about 3 foot to the right. He might have made his par, he wouldn't have made his birdie, he wouldn't have gone on to win the Masters maybe. So think about that shot, and next time you're off the green, consider how much of the ball is going to spend its time rolling along the green. And if it's going to roll a good distance like my first chip shot did, it will take a lot of influence from the putting surface. It will break left, it'll break right, it'll go slower, it'll go faster, depending on the green surface. So don't just stay off the green here, get onto the surface, have a good look around, have a feel. Imagine you're taking a putt like Tiger did when he holed that famous shot on 16. Then go back to the start, aiming maybe away from the hole, maybe long of it, maybe short of it, depending on the break, hitting that little practice swing, pop the ball down, get it in the right zone and see whether you can feed one round to the hole. Be better at reading the green when you're chipping and pitching to get your golf ball closer to the flag.